Hi everyone! Today we want to revolutionize the way we eat in a cheap, convenient, and tasty way. Today we introduce to you Ecoware. It is essentially a spoon that is not only eco-friendly, it is also edible and nutritious. It is made of a mixture of sorghum, rice, oat, and wheat flour. So moving on, here we had a look at our potential market and segmented them. We intend to sell Ecoware via both B2B and B2C. For B2B, we have our F&B businesses, not just any F&B, but those whose product offerings are complementary to our spoons. Such as, for example, we can see our spoons going well with soft serve ice cream as a biscuit topping. As for B2C, we are looking at millennials who care about the environment and wish to experience and participate in something new and something fun. Also those that are participating in the bring your own culture. We looked into some trends and overall the outlook for Ecoware is optimistic as there's a general worldwide shift towards a reduction of waste, and this shift is driven by consumers. Starbucks and McDonald's are just two examples that have taken a head start in this green mission. Along with the bring your own and takeaway culture in Singapore, we are confident that our product will perform well. We move on to the competitive landscape within our industry, and currently there are alternatives to edible spoons such as reusable or biodegradable cutlery. The more prominent one is BioGreen, which is disposable plastic, but it is biodegradable. It is made of cornware and is commonly found in NTUC. This cheap and eco-friendly alternative is what the environment conscious currently opt for. Other alternatives include reusable metal or bamboo cutlery that consumers carry around to use with their meals or drinks. These reusable alternatives have recently grown in popularity, but we see an issue: the inconvenience. Consumers often face the hassle of having to wash their cutlery after every use, or put them back in their bags dirty if it is inconvenient to do so. While many took the first step in getting these reusables, most fall back on disposable options for convenience. Fundamentally, this is what our product stands for. We see here that there is significance in our sourcing. We introduced the concept of helping marginalized farmers because we intend to outsource our manufacturing to India. The Indian government's over-procuring of rice as buffer stock has led to rice rotting in many warehouses. And instead of letting this stock go to waste, what we can do is to procure the grains from these agencies and incorporate them as our ingredients. Our first competitive advantage is that our spoons are made entirely of organic material, which breaks down easily. They break down like how any other regular biscuit would, and this gives us an advantage over any other biodegradable alternatives currently sold in our supermarkets. Biodegradability is the ability to be decomposed by bacteria or other living organisms. And what most consumers mistakenly assume is that biodegradable products will break down in landfills when we toss them out. However, what we don't know is that commercial composting facility is actually required, and this facility isn't readily available to consumers. In fact, there are people in the composting industry saying that cutlery made out of cornstarch almost don't break down at all. Also, biodegradable plastics do not break down in marine environments, regardless of whether it is certified biodegradable or not. Our plastic utensils will still look like food to marine life, and biodegradable does not mean digestible. Our second advantage is our energy-efficient production process. We use sorghum as our primary ingredient as it requires lesser nutrients and water for cultivation, relative to other crops being used for biodegradables. Here in this chart, we see the difference in the energy used in producing utensils made out of plastic, cornstarch, and sorghum respectively. And we see that sorghum-based utensils are the most energy efficient. The energy used to produce one plastic spoon can produce 100 sorghum-based spoons. Also, we conduct ethical sourcing and we source our ingredients from low-income farmers in Southeast Asia. We also use biodegradable paper packaging instead of plastic. Convenience is also a huge advantage for us because consumers have the option of eating them and hence producing zero waste, or if they do not, it breaks down easily as well. There is no hassle of carrying around utensils or washing them. Lastly, our spoons are actually nutritious. There are no preservatives, additives, chemicals, coloring, or animal products in our spoons. We also use food fortification technology to add micronutrients to our utensils, making sure that it is not only sustainable but also nutritious. Now we'll be moving on to explain the business model that we will be enlisting. Our brand Ecoware is an alternative to disposable cutlery that uses 100% natural and 100% biodegradable ingredients that are safe for consumption. Ecoware provides the same convenience as disposable plastic utensils, all the while being eco-friendly. This slide shows the theory of change concept with reference to Ecoware. We source organic ingredients from farmers at a reasonable price, thus benefiting them and us. We may receive some sort of impact investment funding from banks and the government, and in return, it would help boost their organization's green vision. We sell our product at full to either B2B or C, and they get to enjoy our product while doing their part for the environment. Our key partners include ethical and sustainable suppliers, as well as distributors, such as major grocery stores, as well as businesses with complementary services. Our key activities would be the manufacturing of utensils, and our key resource would be branding. Under cost structure, we have our fixed and variable costs. For fixed costs, we have manufacturing, labor, transportation, as well as material costs. Advertising costs would fall under variable costs. Revenue streams would include our product sales to consumers and businesses, in addition to partnerships. Our financing will come from grants and investments. An example of grants will include the DBS Foundation Social Enterprise Grant, as well as the Startup Singapore Founder Grant. Here we have our theory of change, where cultural awareness will lead to the habituation of a green lifestyle, and cultural awareness together with our product will lead to a reduction in waste. All of these together will lead to a cleaner and greener environment. This is how we plan to roll out our products. In the first year, we have our edible spoons and forks coming in different flavors, such as umami, sweet, and original. In the second year, we have a greater variety. We have edible spoons, forks, and chopsticks, and have seasonal flavors such as mala. And in the third year, we would have extended our product line, having halal certification as well as gluten-free products. In planning for feedback, we would also hold focus group discussions. This would be for millennials and F&B business owners, and this would be to better understand their needs, to find out if they have any practical concerns, or if they have any suggestions that could potentially help us along the way. For millennials, we would also conduct surveys to better understand their needs as a whole. Lastly, here are some of the considerations and dilemmas our group ran into while discussing the case. So for example, should we make this tasty or just edible and biodegradable? Would adding flavors actually enhance the profitability of our product? Will people be willing to pay slightly more? And how do we make Ecoware part of our daily habits rather than just a fad? With that, I end our presentation. Thank you.